Is Nikola Jokic already a top 5 center of all time? Let's talk about it, man, because ever since the Denver Nuggets won the championship, it's been a lot of wild takes about the Denver Nuggets as a whole. Very controversial takes on TV, in the barbershops, everywhere. But I'm not mad at it because the Denver Nuggets have been disrespected as a team for the whole year. And their leader, in Nikola Jokic, also. You can argue they took an MVP away from him. I thought Joel Embiid should have won the MVP in the regular season, but rightfully so, Nikola Jokic got his finals MVP, and that trumps the loss in the regular season. Plus, he doesn't really care about that. And Nikola Jokic, at 28 years old, he turned 28 years old this February. He already has a pretty impressive resume, I gotta say. He's a 5-time All-Star. He's a 2-time MVP. He's a Finals MVP. And yeah, man, the Denver Nuggets are here to stay, in my opinion. So I wouldn't be surprised if he were to win at least one more MVP, which would put him in the elite category. And also, if he won at least one ring. At this point, I would be more surprised if he never won another ring than if he actually ended up winning 2 or 3 more. Just because of how the Denver Nuggets are constructed, the fact that all of their best players are still under contract, and that all of them are in their prime or entering their prime. So yeah, man. Be on the lookout for the Denver Nuggets. But let's talk about his legacy as of right now. Because Shaq has actually posted a list of the all-time great centers. And you don't think about it, but when the game in the past was ran through the center position, the game has seen so many great centers. So it's a lot of people who thought that Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic were already like top 5 or at least borderline, but they're not there in my opinion. Because if you look at Kareem, Hakeem, Shaq, Wilt, Bill Russell, David Robinson, Pat Ewing, and I can keep going, man. It's some heavyweights in there. Kareem, so unarguably, in my opinion, the greatest center ever, with 6 rings, 2 finals MVPs, 6 MVPs, 15-time NBA selection, 11-time all-defense, twice scoring champ, until not too long ago, the greatest scorer in the history of the game. So Kareem probably will never be outshined by another center, in my opinion. Then you got Hakeem, twice champion, twice finals MVP, 1 MVP also, 12 All-NBA, 9 All-Defense, 2 times Defensive Player of the Year. Some people out there will argue that Hakeem was actually the most skilled center of all time when it came to footwork, that he really changed the game, the way the position was played, and also one of, if not the best defender of all time. So Hakeem, in my opinion, is still ahead of Nikola Jokic. Then you have Shaq. I've seen some people trying to throw Nikola Jokic above Shaq already, and I'm like, y'all need to stop. Shaq is a 4-time champ, 3 times finals MVP, 1 MVP, 14-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Defense, twice scoring champ. And just if you saw Shaq just a little bit, or if you watch the highlights, that was another level of dominance. I know Nikola Jokic has the playmaking over everyone. You can argue he also has the rebounding over everyone, the IQ, the shooting, but still, the mere presence of Shaq meant that it would either be a bucket or a foul every time when he was in his prime. So yeah, I got Shaq on that list above Jokic. Then you got to talk about Wilt and Bill Russell. And although you can argue that as a basketball player, Nikola Jokic is better, these guys have done so much for the game and so much in their eras that right now, as we currently speak, you still got to have them above, especially Bill Russell. 11 rings. You can't be out here with just 1 ring better than the guy with 11 when the guy with 11 rings was actually the leader of this team. Not yet. I need more. And for Wilt, he has all of the records, man. And he's also a 10-time All-NBA, twice champs, finals MVP, once 4 MVPs, 7-time scoring champs, twice all-defense. Yeah, man. Nikola Jokic is not there yet. So that's already 5 players. And then you have the David Robinsons of the world and the Pat Ewings of the world. And although they are very formidable, and David Robinson is a little tough for me just because he was such a defensive juggernaut as well, he also has a Defensive Player of the Year award. I'm ready to put Jokic at number 6 already, above David Robinson and Pat Ewing and all of the rest of the centers. And yeah, as I said, Nikola Jokic is still building. This is pretty much the beginning of his story, man. So I will not be surprised if, when it's all said and done, the man is like top 3 centers of all time, and that's saying. But as of right now, people need to pump the brakes just a little with that top 5, especially with that top 3, top 2, especially top 1 talk. Like that's just lunacy and damn near disrespectful at this point of his career. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So big shout out to Nikola Jokic. This is in no way a video to bash him. The man is great and he's on his way, but he's not there yet in my opinion. So get in the comment section and give me your thoughts about who are the best centers of all time and where does Nikola Jokic actually ranks amongst the centers and the greatest players ever. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.